Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Eagles franchise. The Eagles started 2-1 into the season, had a heartbreaking overtime loss to the Titans in the last episode, but we're gonna look forward and hope that we win these next couple games. First up, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, last episode we already re-signed Devontae Smith to a mega deal. Now it's Fletcher Cox's time to get a new deal. He's a all-time Eagle and he's gonna stay here till he retires, and he's gonna get a 1-year $10 million deal. Going a little bit over the fair offer, but I think he's worth it. He has been proving his worth a lot here in this rebuild. The Steelers are quarterbacked by Marcus Mariota, still in that search for a new franchise quarterback, and Mariota is a backup type of quarterback. They have Najee Harris, one of the best running backs in the league. Doesn't have the greatest speed, but his ability to break tackles, trucking, and stiff-arming people is really great. They also signed Davante Adams a couple years ago, and he is still one of the best receivers in the league, despite getting older a little bit. They drafted Amari Ferguson, a hidden dev rookie with a great foundation. He's gonna be one of the best receivers in the game in a few years. And on the defensive side of the football, they have TJ Watt with his great 95 finesse moves, 85 power moves, 87 block shedding, 90 acceleration. He has really great get off. And they also drafted Deshaun Dunbar in the first draft, and he has solid speed, great acceleration, and great zone coverage. Not great in press or man. And then they drafted Sean Pritchett, who is just going to sit on the bench because they still have Minkah Fitzpatrick. But yeah, he looks pretty great too. And now we're going to move on to the game. The Steelers have a few key players on offense, but their offensive line doesn't look all that good. And their defense has gotten into a few... they have gotten a few holes because they couldn't keep everybody and re-sign everybody from that great defense from a couple years ago. And yeah, we're gonna look at a really interesting game here against a backup caliber quarterback who has had a kind of below average start to the season. To start this game though, he has Davante Adams, and that's a first down, 16 yards. And they're gonna start the game off really good. Now close bunch to the right, as Marcus Mariota has a man over the middle, and that is caught. That's Amari Ferguson, the rookie receiver. 2nd and 10, blitz coming in, and he throws it down the field. Amari Ferguson has to break it up for Chris Madden, and that is going to result in a punt. And Christian Landry is going to enter the game. 1st and 10 from his own 2-yard line, and there is Matt Upshaw running away from defenders. That's 20 yards on his first carry in this game. Now they spread out the defense. They go with a 10 personnel set, and Upshaw up the middle. That's 11 more, and he's already at 31 yards, getting them to their own 45 in 2 plays. Now split backfield, Upshaw and Kenneth Gainwell, and Christian Landry is sacked. TJ Watt was somehow a free rusher, and so they have to punt it back to the Steelers. Marcus Mariota running around in his own end zone, and there's a man wide open. It's Davante Adams, and he gets a block. Falls ahead, that's 32 yards. What a play by Marcus Mariota. Cross-body throw there. 1st and 10, Mariota to Pat Freiermuth, who is still their tight end. He's one of the better tight ends in the league, and he looks great on that play too. Wide open there. And now play action shot for Mariota. Man wide open. It's Davante Adams, and Dante Jackson forces him out of bounds. 1st and 10. Marcus Mariota hands it off to Najee Harris, and he has a first down run of 12 yards. on his second carry of the game. 3rd and 1 now from close to the goal line. 5-man pressure, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Davante Adams. Gotta stop Adams or you're not gonna win this game. So the Steelers are taking a 7-0 lead now, and he is roaring on the crowd to produce some noise. While Christian Landry stands tall in the pocket, throwing over the middle, it's Mitch Slaughter getting away from a defender. That's 18 yards. And on his second completion, they get a first down here. 1st and 10, they spread out the defense. Christian Landry, 4-man pressure over the middle. Devontae Smith has a first down. And they are moving the chains at the edge of field goal range. Handoff to Kenneth Gainwell to the left side, falling ahead to end the first quarter almost. TJ Watt is injured though, and that is going to mean he's going to come out of the game. He's going to sit on the bench for now because it's just a slightly bad injury. I don't know how to say it. And yeah, but he's out of the game, and there is a touchdown. Devontae Smith on the crosser, and he's wide open. Nobody followed him, and they somehow lost track of him. Touchdown Eagles. They tie up this game at 7. Now in the game, 3 tight ends to the right. Najee Harris running it up the right side, breaking a tackle, and that's 20 yards to Harris. So the Steelers are moving the chains now. 2 tight ends set. Najee Harris up the middle on the dive. Running away from defenders. Dante Jackson can't catch him, and that's a touchdown. 52 yards for Najee Harris as Deontay Johnson suffered an injury here. 3rd and 8 coming up now for Christian Landry, and he converts to Devontae Smith, who breaks a tackle. That's 17 yards. But there is yet another injury, and this time it's Mitch Slaughter. And he's going to exit the game with what appears to be a wrist injury. Yeah. So, 7-point game, and Justin Douglas is in the game. There is Devontae Smith on first down, and he gets 9 yards out of that. So that's going to be 2nd and short coming up. Upper arm fracture for Mitch Slaughter, so he's not going to come back in this game. 2nd and 7, and there is a motion for Justin Douglas. He gets the ball, and he's out of bounds with a 15-yard pickup here. Landry is 10 of 13 for 114 and the score. 3rd and 2 now. Close to the goal line. Christian Landry wide open. It's Justin Douglas, and he's got the touchdown. The Eagles tie up this game once more. The Steelers spread out the defense with double twins and wide open. This is not Davante Adams. I'm not sure who that was. 3rd and 4. Marcus Mariota flushed out of the pocket. No, he's not, and he goes down. That's Fletcher Cox in the backfield. Von Miller. And basically everybody got to the quarterback. So they punt it back to the Eagles. Landry from his own end zone gets it away. It's Dallas Goedert running away from the defense. That's 13 yards. And now they are in hurry-up mode. 40 seconds left in this half. And Christian Landry has a play-action shot. Gets it away. It's Doug Washington breaking a tackle. Running to the sideline. Stopping the clock momentarily. 1 timeout left. 32 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10. What are you going to do? Christian Landry gets it away. It's Doug Washington again. Running to the sideline. Out of bounds at the Steelers 46. And there is yet another injury. And it's TJ Watt yet again. And he is going to the locker room. Or more, limping to the locker room. He does not look good. He's probably not going to come back either. 1st and 10. Landry throws it up to the back of the end zone. Minkah Fitzpatrick, interception. He takes it away from Devontae Smith. That was a very ill-advised throw. And into double coverage at that. So, yeah. Halftime, both teams have 14 points. And the Eagles are looking good. They would have been able to score one more field goal probably and get some points on that last play. Or in the last drive, rather. But it's fine. You still have a chance in the second half as the Jaguars are starting perfectly into the season. They are a 3-0, and they are looking to be the winner in this next game, 21-0 at half. And now the Giants and the Colts. Yeah, the Giants are managing to get back to 2-2. And Joe Frazier having a good day. Saquon Barkley, 131 and 2 scores on the ground. Looks great. Back to this game. Eagles at Steelers. The Pennsylvania game. And this is Devontae Smith with a clean release off the line and the first down at that. 3rd and 5. Christian Landry. He has a man open. This is Dallas Goedert, and that's 7 yards. But there is yet another injury. Lots of injuries in this game. Travis Maynard goes also to the locker room, and this does not look like he's coming back. 2nd and 9. Christian Landry hands it off to Matt Upshaw, and he's got 5. And now we have an update. Dislocated elbow for Travis Maynard. So it's going to be DeAndre Lucas facing the edge rusher that is not TJ Watt now. But Christian Landry forced out of the pocket and takes it upfield. That is a 21-yard run for Landry and a first down. They are close to the goal line right now. 2nd and goal, handoff to Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown Eagles. Runs it right up the middle. And this is a score for the Eagles that puts him up by 7 points. 2 tight ends to the left for Marcus Mariota. He hands it off to Najee Harris. Gets a block, and he's running away from the defense. What is happening? That is a 40-yard run for Najee Harris. They can't stop Harris here or this rushing attack. 2 tight ends, and Najee Harris gets one more. And he breaks the tackle by Taylor Anderson, but is caught from behind by Deacon Chancellor. So there is a first down for Najee Harris, and now inside of the red zone, Marcus Mariota has some time, flushed out to his right, and there is a comeback for Davante Adams, and Chris Madden manages to break it up, so that's going to be a field goal for the Steelers. 4-point game. Christian Landry forced out to his right, throws on the run, is caught by Devontae Smith, and that is a first down. Smith is having a lot of targets in this game. 1st and 10. Playoff bootleg for Christian Landry. And this one is intercepted. What was he thinking? It got undercut. And that was Norwood, I think, 2nd-year defensive back that is, in nickel personnel. And then Najee Harris, after the turnover, he gets a dump off on 3rd and 8, and he converts. 2nd and 7 now for Marcus Mariota. Flushed out, and no, he does not get away. Von Miller in the backfield. 3rd and 19 coming up at the end of the 3rd quarter, and they managed to get a field goal try on 4th down, which is not good. And then on the very next play, Christian Landry on the play action bootleg is sacked by Hardison. That's gonna probably maybe end the drive, unless it's Devontae Smith converting this back to a 3rd and short, and they managed to get it. A couple plays later, 1st and 10, Christian Landry, and he has a man open. It's Justin Douglas falling ahead. That's 9 yards. A couple plays later, 1st and 10, Matt Upshaw to the left side, and he outruns a DB, turns upfield, and is shoved out of bounds after a 23-yard pickup. This rushing attack has been really successful today. 1st and goal. Christian Landry, pressure coming in. Touchdown, Devontae Smith. And that is yet another passing touchdown for Christian Landry. So that puts the Eagles up by 11. Marcus Mariota has a man open. This is Amari Ferguson, and that's 18 yards on this play. Marcus Mariota now with 11 personnel hands it off to Najee Harris, and he runs it to the left side. Perfect blocking, and he finally is brought down by Chris Madden after a 13-yard pickup here, which puts him over 200 rushing yards on the day. Now inside the green zone, it's Marcus Mariota. Touchdown Steelers! It's Amari Ferguson. And he is looking like a stud receiver already in his rookie season. 4th game of his career, and Ferguson looks like a stud. Now they're gonna go for two tight ends to the left, motion one to the right. Marcus Mariota, it's a pass, and he has a man open, but he drops it. It was Davante Adams, and Grant Delpit somehow knocked it away, or knocked it out of his hands, rather. So this is a 5-point game now. Empty backfield for Landry. Pressure coming in. He gets it away. It's Doug Washington. First down. And that is 18 yards to the slot receiver. 1st and 10. Motion for Justin Douglas. Split backfield for Landry. He gets it away. It's Justin Douglas. He's caught by the ankles, but it's still a first down and I think 16 yards. And so Douglas is closing in on 50 on the day. 1st and 10. Play action shot for Landry. And he throws it to the defense. There is another interception. And Christian Landry at least makes the tackle here. But that was Stephon Gilmore. He takes it away from, I think that was Devontae Smith. And so the Steelers are back in this game. 3 minutes left in the game. Chris Madden downfield against his opponent. Amari Ferguson mosses him. Touchdown Steelers. 2 plays and they completely changed the game. Now they're going for 2 again. Marcus Mariota, it's a pass. 4-man pressure going down. This is Jonathan Rivera. And now it's a 1-point game. Christian Landry. 4-man pressure. Doesn't get away. Tried to run away from there, but he couldn't get it done. It's Alex Highsmith in the backfield. 4th and 20. Christian Landry launches one downfield. It's a 1-on-1. And Devontae Smith is pulling it down. What a play for Smith. Unbelievable. What a catch. Can you believe it? 1st and 10 for Christian Landry at the edge of field goal range. He has a man wide open. It's Dallas Goedert. He was not wide open actually, but he still catches it. And that's a first down inside the red zone now. And they are milking this clock up. Matt Upshaw up the middle, spins away from a defender, and that's 7 yards. Timeout Steelers. 1 minute left in the game. Handoff. Chuba Hubbard up the middle, nowhere to go on 3rd and 1. Timeout Steelers. 4th down, and now you gotta kick it. Jake Elliott perfectly right down the middle, but there is still a minute left on the clock for the Steelers. And this is a 2-point game, so they just need to get in field goal range. About 50 yards. Marcus Mariota flush to his left, runs it up the middle, and slides. Now they are going to go hurry up. 31 seconds on the clock. Marcus Mariota has a man. This is Najee Harris. Up the middle once again, but this is not enough. You need to get bigger chunks. 1st and 10. Marcus Mariota throws it to his right. It's another dump off, but there is nowhere to go, and this is going to end the game. No more time left for Marcus Mariota. It's a 2-point win for the Philadelphia Eagles in the Pennsylvania Bowl. So yeah, Eagles victorious, going to 3-1 on the season, and I think that was a really tough victory. And you need to get one of those at some point. Christian Landry had a fine game, but he also threw 3 picks, had 378 through the air. Marcus Mariota played lights out, and Najee Harris had 221 on the ground, and the score could not stop him at all. But also Matt Upshaw, if we had run it a little bit more with him, I think we could have gotten this win a little bit earlier, not throwing those 5 interceptions. Devontae Smith, 181 and 2 scores. Unbelievable day also for Amari Ferguson and Davante Adams. And then also Doug Washington had a nice game. Justin Douglas with 1 touchdown. Dallas Goedert got a few catches in there. So he's getting some more production than he used to in the last couple seasons. Minkah Fitzpatrick flying all over the field just like Devin Bush. And Mike Middleton. Von Miller had 2 TFLs. For sacks, it's Von Miller 1.5. Mari Hardison with a sack. TJ Watt with a sack. Alex Highsmith, Josh Sweat, and Fletcher Cox with 2 half sacks there. And for interceptions, it's Stephon Gilmore, Trey Norwood, and Minkah Fitzpatrick. And we're gonna check in with the QB again. Christian Landry had played really good in those first 3 games, but today he threw three interceptions. But he also had 3 touchdowns and 378 yards. So that is great. Mitch Slaughter is gonna go missing for 3 games, so Justin Douglas is looking at some more time here, as Travis Maynard is also going to be missing 1 game. Or maybe I just have to... I'm not sure if he's going to be in the next game, but I think he's going to miss 1 game. And for depth chart, we have Chris Haas coming back from injury, so he's playing again. And then we have another injury to offensive line. This time it's DeAndre Lucas, the backup tackle. So since Travis Maynard is out and now his backup is out as well, who is going to be the starter at right tackle? That is a mystery we gotta solve. And then we've got a tandem breakout for Justin Douglas because he had a touchdown last game and I think 50 yards. So yeah. We're gonna see how that's gonna go. He's probably gonna need 150 through the air, and every touchdown gives him a boost or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm ready to have a huge day. That's right. This next game is going to be interesting. Devontae Smith also earned some XP, which is not even that important anymore. He's already close to a 99 overall, and he's not even 26 or anything. Justin Fields is going to be our next opponent, and he has developed nicely in this series. 90 medium, 86 short. They also drafted Chris Sheldon last year in the first round, and he looks like a solid receiver. We're not going to see too much of him. I think he's buried on the depth chart. They also drafted Manuel Matias a few years ago, and he looks like a solid offensive lineman, although his run blocking needs some work. Derek Barnett. So this is a revenge game. He is going to be in this game, and he's going to face whatever third backup we have at right tackle in this game. And then Khalil Mack, also off the same edge, is going to be on that side. And he still is a great pass rusher and run stopper. Probably not going to run at him too much. And then they also have Roquan Smith with his great hit power, ability to accelerate sideline to sideline range there, play rec and awareness. But yeah, it's another home game for the Eagles. And we're going to look at this game from a what's the word I was gonna say? I'm sorry. This game is gonna be interesting because the Bears, I think, are also one of the teams that looks like they are challenging for the playoffs here. And Justin Fields also has some serious speed, so we're gonna have to contain him. And they have not the greatest offensive line, so I think we're gonna have to expect Justin Fields to run a lot. And there he has his first completion of the day. That is Chris Sheldon, actually. Now 3 tight ends to the right side. David Montgomery runs it up the left side, and nobody expected him to be there. Mike Middleton with the stop. First down, Bears though. 2 tight ends to the right, and Justin Fields flushed out to the right side, throws it downfield, and this is caught by Darnell Mooney. He torches Dante Jackson on that play. And it's 7-0 Bears to start this game. Christian Landry, what can he do? Hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell on 3rd and 3, and they didn't get it. Kenneth Gainwell does not break all that many tackles, I gotta say. 4th down, they gotta punt it back to the Bears now. And there is a motion and nowhere to go. This is Jace Sternberger, whom they signed away from the Packers in free agency. Now they spread out the defense. 2nd and 11 for Fields. And there is David Montgomery wide open, racing down the middle. And that is a huge gain. That's 46 yards for the running back, getting behind the defense there. They spread out the defense again, double twins. It's Justin Fields from the pocket, and this is broken up. Chris Madden not having any of that. 3rd and 1. Justin Fields has lots of time, gets it away, and this is a first down. It's not a touchdown yet, but close enough. 22 yards to Allen Robinson. Justin Fields, 2 tight ends to the left. It's a counter, and Montgomery into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. And now it's 14-0. Christian Landry, 4-man pressure, gets it away. It's Dallas Goedert who breaks a tackle, tiptoes down the sideline, and that is a 27-yard reception. First completion of the day. Christian Landry has a clean pocket, throws it to Devontae Smith, and that's a first down. I think that was about 14 yards. And now they are closing in on the red zone. Christian Landry running away from the edge rushers, turning upfield, tiptoeing down the sideline, and that's 19 yards for Landry with his own feet. And now, inside the 5-yard line, it's a pass. Christian Landry, he's got to throw it away, man, and that is a sack. A pretty bad sack on 3rd down. Roquan Smith takes him down. They had a QB spy on that. And now Justin Fields, after a field goal, he gets the ball, and there's a hit stick being applied on Darnell Mooney, but he has the catch. That's about 20 yards. 2nd and 5, motion for Sternberger as Justin Fields has a play action shot, and at the sideline that's caught by Chris Sheldon. First down. 2 tight ends to the left. Counter for David Montgomery, gets away from one defender and is being brought down by Taylor Anderson for a loss. 2nd and 11. Justin Fields flushed out of the pocket, but nowhere to go. He's sacked. And that, I think, was Fletcher Cox and Jonathan Rivera. 3rd and 25. Justin Fields is down. Fletcher Cox once again in the backfield. There's yet another sack. 2nd and 4 coming up now from the Eagles after the punt. It's still an 11-point game, and Justin Douglas has a catch here on the first down. 2nd and 6. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Christian Landry hands it, or actually pitches it to Justin Douglas, and that's yet another first down, 13 yards. Split backfield, motion for Devontae Smith. Christian Landry gets it away. It's Justin Douglas breaking a tackle into the end zone. No, actually not, down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Christian Landry, and this is caught. Touchdown, Justin Douglas. So yeah, it's a 5-point game. They are gonna add a extra point. No, they are not. They missed it. 5-point game. Justin Fields within the 2-minute warning, and David Montgomery nowhere to go. Avonte Maddox with the TFL here. Great play. 3rd and 9. 55 seconds on the clock. Justin Fields dumps it off to David Montgomery. Nowhere to go. Mike Middleton right there to stop him. And 4th down. And now the Eagles are going to get the ball back, but there's not a lot of time left. Dallas Goedert, though, close to the edge of field goal range now. Timeout, Eagles. 1 left. 7 seconds from the 36, and you got to take one more shot. Devontae Smith, and this is incomplete. 2 seconds left, and they are going to try a 53-yarder as Jake Elliott manages to kick it right down the middle. That's a field goal. 2-point game at halftime. This is a close one. Of course, if you enjoy the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. The Eagles are trying to get into this game, but they somehow don't manage to score a lot of touchdowns or anything. So, yeah. We're going to look at another game. At Jalen Hurts, who is losing to the Giants right now, as Saquon, Barkley, Kenny Golladay, Joe Frazier are having a bad day on offense as well. Just 10 points at halftime, that's not enough. The Cowboys looking like they are moving on here. They go on to win this game later as Zeke has a huge day on offense here. 100 yards at halftime already. Back to this game. Christian Landry wide open is Justin Douglas racing down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds by Eddie Jackson. That's 18 yards. Justin Douglas gets a lot of targets in this game. 3rd and 10 for Christian Landry. And he is getting sacked. Nowhere to go with this football. Bilal Nichols. Justin Fields has a clean pocket, gets it away to Darnell Mooney after the punt, and that is a nice pickup of 16 yards to Mooney. 3rd and 5 now coming up at the edge of field goal range. Justin Fields loads it up for Allen Robinson, but it's broken up. Chris Madden is breaking up a lot of these. 2nd and 9, Christian Landry. Now he is going to throw one up, and this is Justin Douglas. Touchdown Eagles. What a play. Unbelievable score here. What is happening, man? Justin Douglas got behind the defense. 6'5" receiver. And, well, that is a huge touchdown. I think it was 52 yards, 54 yards, not sure. And yeah, he just about had a half step on the DB, and that was enough. 2-point try now for Christian Landry, and they are not going to get it. It's knocked down by a linebacker at the line. 2nd and 7 now. 1-point game. Justin Fields, you need to get to the end zone, and there's a fumble, and they are going to recover it. David Montgomery is still losing yardage, but at least they kept the football. 3rd and 10. Justin Fields with a clean pocket, and now he's flushed out. Gets it away, but it falls incomplete. Got hit during the throwing motion, so 4th down, and you've got to punt it away to the Eagles. Christian Landry throws it. This is Justin Douglas. Breaks a tackle, falls ahead, and that is a 24-yard pickup, and that gets Christian Landry to cross 200 yards on the day passing. And now Dallas Goedert over the middle. That's 15 more. And now they are at the edge of field goal range. Can you get a touchdown here, or are you going to have to score one more field goal? Devontae Smith on 3rd and 8, and he's got it. 14 yards. And that is inside the 5. So goal line opportunity here. Play action boot for Landry. Touchdown, Devontae Smith. And the Eagles are going to take this lead and extend it. They are probably going to take the PAT. Yes, they do. 8-point game now. And Justin Fields has some time to throw. Throws it to the sideline. Darnell Mooney beats off Dante Jackson on the comeback. What a play by Mooney. 1st and 10. Justin Fields has some time here. Gets it away. This is Allen Robinson up the middle, up the sideline actually. And that is a 1st down, 20 yards. They are moving the ball quickly. 6 minutes left in the game. Or now rather 5:20. And they hand it off to David Montgomery. Touchdown Bears. And now they have a chance to tie up this game. David Montgomery right down the middle, and 2-point try incoming. Close bunch to the right side. Fields has some time. Needs to throw it. He runs it to his left, and he could have just ran it in, man. What are you doing? Brought down by Von Miller. 2-point game, and now the Eagles are going to have to end this game. Dallas Goedert down the sideline, and that is a 1st down and then some. 28 yards to Dallas Goedert, and Landry is 5 yards from a 300-yard performance. Close bunch to the right. Handoff. No, it's a play action boot. And Landry has a man open. It's Justin Douglas, and he puts the nails in the coffin. Game over. Justin Douglas with the deep touchdown with his 92 speed. And now 2 tight end formation for Justin Fields. This is a 9-point game, so there is probably no way they are scoring 2 touchdowns here. Or 2 scores, rather. But still 4 minutes left. there is something that can happen. Trips to the right for Fields. He has some time, loads up, down the sideline, it's caught! What a play by Auden Tate! His first great impact on this game. Unbelievable catch. And now they have a chance to get back in this game. Justin Fields running to his left and sacked by Von Miller again. You need to take off there, Justin. 3rd and 5. Justin Fields has some time. Gets it away. That's caught by Sternberger, but he caught it not beyond of the marker. So that is going to be a field goal. And now you have to end this game. Kenneth Gainwell up the middle. And they use their second timeout. 1 timeout left. And about 105 seconds on the clock. Landry, they're going to throw it. And Devontae Smith runs it to the sideline. And that stops the clock accidentally. But it still ends the game. The Eagles are able to run down the clock and end this game. The Bears came back in the game and had a chance to... if they stopped the Eagles offense there on that last drive, they would have had a chance to get some more points there, but they didn't. And yeah, Christian Landry ends up with 352 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 73% completion. And yeah, Matt Upshaw had a fine day, I'd say. Kenneth Gainwell had the better day running. This is very interesting who of those guys has the better days, as Justin Douglas has had 196 and 3 scores. Thanks to that big touchdown there at the end to seal the game. Darnell Mooney could not be stopped by Dante Jackson. And Dallas Goedert had a nice game as well. Devontae Smith kind of quiet in this game. And yeah, Grant Delpit flying all over the field again. There's a lot of TFLs going around here. This was a ugly game for most parts, and they somehow managed to have a few big plays, and that lit up the scoreboard. 2.5 sacks for Fletcher Cox. Sack for Bilal Nichols, for Roquan Smith. Von Miller had a sack, and Rivera combined with Fletcher Cox on that half sack. And then for interceptions, there is none. And for forced fumbles, there was 1, and that was Fletcher Cox. But David Montgomery recovered it. So yeah, no turnovers in this game. Justin Douglas was challenged, and he had a game, man. 196 and 3 scores. Unbelievable performance by the 3rd/4th receiver on this team. The 3rd outside receiver, the 4th overall. And yeah, 3 touchdowns. That's going to give him something. +5 catch in traffic and release. Christian Landry also got player of the week, and that was well earned. Landry had a huge day, producing exactly 400 yards of offense all by himself. And then the Raiders signed away a linebacker I drafted in I think it was the first draft. I practice squatted him, and they signed him away. And then I found Bruce King, who was in that same draft class, I think, and got drafted by the Steelers, but is not yet a great linebacker or anything. He's 25 years old. He's going to be a backup caliber player, and we're going to sign him to the practice squad. He also lost his star dev trait, which he had been revealed after the first season, if I remember correctly. And next game, Giants. First divisional matchup, I think. Lionel Rhodes is a prospect that has the spotlight here, and I can tell you right now, I am going to take a look at him because he looks really good. This guy has some really interesting traits and great athleticism. He always looks for the massive hit. He maintains poise at the catch point. He has a trait that says he rips the ball away from runners. He has great to elite strength. He has good to great speed. He has good to great acceleration. So he looks like a massive athlete. And sadly, he has F injury. But B power moves and A catching. How interesting is that? he might be a all-around, do-it-all linebacker, just like Micah Parsons. And now after this game, we get Travis Maynard back. We had Landon Dickerson out there for that game, and he did a fine job, I'd say. But Travis Maynard is back, and he's the better tackle anyway, so I'm happy to report that, as DeAndre Lucas also is back from injury. So both of them getting back in the lineup, and we are having an offensive breakout challenge this week, which is about offensive yardage and stuff. And so Justin Douglas had a really great great game last match, and so he called for an offensive breakout, and we have a challenge there. And then we are having a breakout challenge. Christian Landry, coming off a stellar game, 400 yards of offense in that last game, 352 through the air and 48 on the ground, and we have to have 300 scrimmage yards and less than 2 interceptions, or 4 touchdowns and probably less than 2 interceptions. So yeah, that is going to be interesting. And Justin Douglas, I don't know what he is trying to say here. He had 12 catches, 196 and 3 scores in the last game. I don't know, this doesn't make any sense. Thanks, EA. But yeah, we're gonna reject that and hope that he still gets it anyway, to keep him entertained, but also keep the rest of the team entertained. We're not gonna make any... Yeah, there is no I in team. That's the point. The Giants, quarterback by Joe Frazier. 95 throw power, great medium and deep accuracy, short accuracy, not that much. And he is not all that mobile either. So yeah. Supported by Saquon Barkley, one of the best running back in the game here. Great athleticism and evasiveness. Thomas Simpson, Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard. I think they also... Did they get... Oh, they got Hollywood Brown, I think. 93 speed for Thomas Simpson. He's going to be great. Barry Teague, they drafted a great right guard who's already an above average guard in this league, and he looks really solid. Zaire Ware, who was a defensive tackle that I really looked at drafting in his 3rd year now. He had injury concerns at the time, so I didn't draft him finally, but he looks good. Eric Kendricks is the guy who we wanted to offer to as well, but in the end we decided to get Levante David. And then Alexander Cohen, superstar X Factor. This was the best player from the last draft, and he has unbelievable athleticism and man coverage as a rookie corner. And then they also drafted in the 2nd round Joe Clayborn with equal awesome athleticism, and yeah, his coverage abilities are not that great, but they drafted 2 stud corners in the last draft, and this is going to be a challenge for Christian Landry. I can tell you that right now, as it is gonna rain in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Giants have a number of great players on offense, of skill players especially. The offensive line looks okay. It doesn't look anything like anything special, but it looks solid, and that's what it's all about. The offense has so many great players, and there is Hollywood Brown, who has 13 yards. But now 3rd and 2 tight ends to the left, and this is a first down and then some. Evan Ingram down the sideline. Joe Frazier with a nice throw there, as Ingram has his 2nd catch of the game. And now goal line offense, handoff to the fullback into the end zone. Touchdown Giants, and they are taking the lead by storm here in the first game, and wasting absolutely no time, as Christian Landry now has his chance at a breakout opportunity here. 3rd and 5. Christian Landry gets it away. It's incomplete. Great play by Azeez Ojulari in coverage there on Dallas Goedert, somehow breaking it up. So the Giants get the ball back. It's Saquon Barkley to the right side, cutting it up the middle, and that is a gain of 14 yards. And now 11 personnel for Joe Frazier, and he launches one downfield, and it is broken up, almost intercepted by Dante Jackson, intended for Hollywood Brown. And now a 65-yard field goal try, and it almost went through, but is slightly to the right side, and then 11 yards to Kenneth Gainwell on that run. But there is an injury. Cameron Robinson exits the game, and that brings in Landon Dickerson again. Christian Landry to the right side, turns it upfield. Zaire Ware can't get to him. Touchdown. Running down the sideline is Christian Landry, turning upfield. And there is his first score of the day. Cameron Robinson is probably not going to come back. And actually, his backup is not Landon Dickerson. It's Nathan Pickett. And Joe Frazier throws it away on third down after pressure came in. 4 of 10 for 50 yards. Not having a great start to the game in total. Christian Landry tied at 7. He's going to take off again. And man, can't you throw a block there, Doug Washington? What is happening? Landry at 37 yards scrambling here. Christian Landry throws it to his tight end. It's Dallas Goedert at the left side there. At the left sideline there. Now offset eye. Landry has a man open. It's Devontae Smith, and he converts. This is 11 yards. Landry at 55 yards. Now at the goal line. Christian Landry has his man. It's Devontae Smith. Touchdown Eagles. First touchdown of the day. Throwing for Christian Landry. Two touchdowns total. First and 10 now for Frazier. 14-7 game, and Frazier is going down. It's Fletcher Cox with another sack, paying back his contract extension already. Now they spread out the defense. Motion for Justin Douglas, and he is the target indeed. Turns it upfield, breaks a tackle by Kendricks. That's a first down, and that is 15 yards for Douglas. First and 10. Christian Landry! Unblocked defender, it's Azeez Ojulari, who just ran around Travis Maynard. 3rd and 9 coming up now after they get a few yards back. And Landry has a man open. Oh, actually, it was not open. It should have been a pick. But Devontae Smith catches it, and that's a first down. Christian Landry up the middle. It's Devontae Smith, and that's a first down. Down to the 2-yard line. Devontae Smith pulling it away from Jabril Peppers. First and goal, Christian Landry, touchdown Devontae Smith, his second on the day. And the Eagles are running away with the lead. It's 21-7. And Landry already has 3 touchdowns total. First and 10, Joe Frazier going down. It's Fletcher Cox, second sack of the game. 3rd and 8 coming up. After they got a few yards back, and Frazier has a man downfield. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson tackled by Hollywood Brown. He undercut the route, and that should have not been thrown there by Joe Frazier. That was a very ill-advised throw. Dante Jackson jumps up and gets it. 3rd and 7 coming up now for Christian Landry after the turnover. And motion for Justin Douglas. Nobody's open, and he's just going to take off again. First down and more. That's 18 yards. Landry is at 77 yards on the ground. First and 10. Christian Landry is going down. Nowhere to go. It's Azeez Ojulari. Second sack of the game. 3rd and 19. Christian Landry is flushed out to the right side, throws it, and this is what an unbelievable throw, and Devontae Smith couldn't hang on at the sideline. That hurts. But Saquon Barkley, 3rd and 10, nowhere to go. And yeah, the Eagles take a timeout, get some time left in these in the 2-minute warning drill, and Devontae Smith has a first down. And the Eagles to call a timeout at the edge of field goal range. 1st and 10. Christian Landry, 16 seconds on the clock, flushed out to the right side, gets a block, runs down the field, out of bounds at the 8-yard line, and now he's crossed 100 yards on the ground. What a day for Christian Landry already. Running to the outside, Azeez Ojulari following him. What a touchdown throw by Christian Landry. It's Devontae Smith. What an unbelievable throw. I thought he was going to get sacked there. He somehow got away from Azeez Ojulari, and then Devontae Smith hauls it in there. Both feet in bounds, and unbelievable touchdown there. Incredible. So yeah, this game is basically over. They actually missed the extra point there at the end, but it doesn't matter anyway. It's a 23-point game, and the Giants don't look like they are going to come back in this game, I guess. We're going to look at the other divisional rivals matchup, and actually the Cowboys are looking to lose this game, but I can tell you already, they go on to win this game, so they are now 5-1, and the Washington football team is 1-5, as Jalen Hurts and his Falcons are 1-4 now and go on to win against the Buccaneers, who were perfect until that. And Christian Landry nowhere to go, under pressure. It's Leonard Williams in the backfield. 1st and 10 for Joe Frazier after the punt, and he gets it away. And this is Kenny Golladay racing down the sideline, and there is one guy left behind. It's Grant Delpit who stops him at the 19. And so that is a huge gain. Now at the goal line. From the 2, Saquon Barkley up the middle. Touchdown, Giants. And they actually close the gap a little bit. But yeah, they are going to have to score a lot more if they want to get back in this game. But to open the third quarter, I think that's a strong performance there, as Saquon Barkley runs it into the end zone for the 2-point try. Nice 2-point conversion there. 15-point game now. And now Christian Landry. Is he gonna outrun Azeez Ojulari? No, he's not, and that is not Azeez Ojulari. It's Sion Takitaki, actually. But yeah, Azeez Ojulari made it really hard to run on, or to scramble, actually, in this game. Saquon Barkley up the middle, and that brings up a 4th and inches at the 48. And so the Giants didn't manage to get it, and turnover on downs with great field position for the Eagles, where Doug Washington doesn't get the first down either. It's 4th and 2, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 2, Christian Landry is just going to run it in himself. Nobody home. Touchdown, Eagles. 2nd rushing touchdown for Christian Landry in this game. Wow, he's having an amazing day. 3rd and inches for Joe Frazier now. It's a 22-point contest, and I think this game is beyond over. 4th and inches now at midfield, and it is caught by Kenny Golladay. Chris Madden brings him down, but Frazier is not having a great day on offense. 8-21, and now 2nd and 10. Can you do anything about it? Yes, you can. That's a catch at the sideline. 30 yards to Hollywood Brown. And now he has crossed... actually, I think he had 100 yards before that, but Frazier is not even at 150. Now he is. That's 11 to Hollywood Brown, and that is 154 for Frazier, but 10-24 is not a great completion percentage. Saquon Barkley up the right side. Touchdown, Giants. And the Giants score one more to make it a 14-point game. Here's a 2-point try. Nowhere close. 1st and 15, Christian Landry has a clean pocket and throws it. His target, Doug Washington, who breaks 3 tackles, actually. What a play. But it didn't amount to a first down. Still, Chris Haas is injured. So he's going to come out. Landon Dickerson is going to replace him. Matt Upshaw to the left side, bulldozing one defender. That's 12 yards. Only his eighth carry at the end of the fourth quarter now. And this game really is over by now. 2.5 minutes. Christian Landry, touchdown, Matt Upshaw. And now it really is over. It's a 3-score game. And a couple of minutes later, the Giants managed to get down there. I just wanted to show you, unbelievable play by Chris Madden. And this is his first interception of his NFL career. Joe Frazier throws it to the back pylon, and Chris Madden is there already. And what a perfect interception is this unbelievable throw here. He passes off Kadarius Toney and then jumps up and gets his 2 feet down in front of O'Leary. Unbelievable play here. That is a loss for the Giants. The Eagles are successful in all 3 games of this episode and are moving on to 5-1 on the season, and they are looking like a strong playoff contender. Joe Frazier had a pretty awful day on offense, and I hope we don't lose Chris Haas all that long, but I think it was just the end of the game. Frazier actually managed to get above 50% completion percentage on that last drive, but still was a pretty awful day on offense, while Christian Landry had a massive day on offense. Saquon, Barkley, Christian Landry 131 and 2 scores on the ground, and then I'm not sure if he managed to get the yardage goal now, but he had a massive day and it was more than enough. Devontae Smith 96 yards and 3 scores. Justin Douglas had 40 yards, kind of quiet, just like Doug Washington with 38. And then Trevor Parker flying all over the field, a strong safety. And Azeez Ojulari had a pretty big day on offense. It was impossible to run away from him if he was on that edge. But I still, Chris Madden and Dante Jackson with the first interceptions of the season for the Eagles. And this was a pretty awesome day for the offense as well. We win the offensive breakout, and Justin Douglas is happy to have received 5 targets, or 5 catches actually, and we get some bonuses for the quarterbacks and receivers and tight ends. Another thing, the breakout challenge, he won it easily. That was not even close. He had so many touchdowns and didn't throw 1 pick, and deservedly so. He gets the dev trait upgrade to superstar. Christian Landry now a, I guess technically 79 overall, but he gets an upgrade here, and it is a really weak one. But still, he looks like he's getting up there as the franchise quarterback of the Eagles. And 6'1", 215, 23 years old, with now massive boosts to his rating, to his accuracy ratings. He's gonna be stellar in the next few games, I guess. And then Christian Landry, he had 201 passing yards, which is not that much, but 4 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and in total generated 333 yards of offense. And that is gonna get us to the end of the game. Cardinals and Panthers are the only 2 unbeaten teams remaining in the NFC. The Eagles are right behind them, with the Buccaneers and the Cowboys at 5-1. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Eagles franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.